and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham and I'm at the RIU Resurgence Conference here in Perth, and this morning I'm speaking with Brett Smith, who's Managing Director of Corazon Mining. So Brett, if you could just step in for us, please. Now Brett, you've been pretty busy. You've got a couple of projects. You've got one over in Canada, you've got a domestic one in New South Wales. We'll start with Canada. You've been busy at the Lynn Lake project in recent times. Just give us a bit of a rundown of what's been happening.
Okay, we did a small drill program that straddled Christmas in the mining centre. We drilled a few holes looking for, near surface mineralisation. We got pretty lucky there, some really good results, high grade mineralisation at surface that's more than likely going to end up in an open pit at some stage, and it really adds to our existing resources, which are predominantly going to be underground mining operations. So strategy there, if we can identify 2 to 4 year mine life from surface before going underground, will be very beneficial for the project. We also snuck out and did a couple of holes in one of our exploration plays, and we didn't get what we wanted there, but we kind of opened up a whole new area of potential, and we've stretched the area of interest from the Fraser Lake complex up a kilometre or more out to the west. So in tandem with that, we've stumbled across a new geophysical survey method that's innovative in form, and we've flown much of our project with that. So this new area is going to be, the start of the search and targeting for massive sulphide nickel. So.
All right, and so just to recap on that, it's the Lynn Lake project in Canada and the Fraser Lake complex that's within the Lynn Lake project.
Yeah, we've got a couple of focuses. One is the mining centre, the Lynn Lake Mining Centre, and looking to redevelop that. And the other is pure exploration, and there's a lot that's never been done at Lynn Lake. It's an old project discovered back in the 40s, and the exploration techniques have just improved so much for nickel sulphide since then. So it's a pretty exciting exploration ground.
All right, and you also had close to being an exciting find at your Cobalt Ridge deposit over in New South Wales. What was the upshot of that?
Well, it's been pretty hard to get back on site since the bushfires. Then we're focused in Canada for the winter drilling, and subsequent to that we've had the COVID-19 restrictions. But the last field program we had there, we did some detail work on one of our best prospects, a geochemical anomaly. And senior geo Ben Lee, he brought back a stack of rocks, and some of those rocks we've been looking at for some time, and it was only a couple of weeks ago one that in particular that we were stumped on and have been identified as a porphyry. So the porphyries are critical to intrusive related copper gold systems, and that's something we'd been struggling with technically, looking for that kind of rock in and around our geochemical anomalies. So we'd already planned drilling for this target area, but this has just given us added incentive and excitement to drill this hole.
Yeah, and it also gives you, as you're saying, another reason to get out to Cobalt Ridge, because as you're saying, with Lynn Lake and the concentrating on that over there, you haven't been out to Cobalt Ridge as much as you'd like to.
Yeah. We probably switched. At the Mount Gilmore project, we've probably switched the focus off Cobalt Ridge and moved it to our big regional copper targets. And these are kilometres in strike. The main part of the anomaly is 8 kilometres long and 2 kilometres wide. So these are big anomalies. And the reason we've kind of not been going full steam at this, because they're really good geochemical anomalies, and there's high-grade rock chips for copper, cobalt, gold, etc., is that we've never really understood geologically how this could form. And I think finding this rock, it moves the age of the entire mineralised system back 200 million years ago from where we had it, and it puts it coincidental with deposits like Cadia and things like that in timeline. So it's given us more of an understanding and more, geological muscle to go in there and say this is what we're looking for now. So.
All right, well that sounds pretty interesting. Well, it sounds like you've got a bit to do from now on, so we look forward to hearing all that. So Brett Smith, thanks very much for being part of the Resources Roadhouse once again.
Thanks, Wally.